Oh, got something. A little bit of leather flew through the air and tickled my nose. Hi there. It's been a while since I've made a video, but I finally have a few new bags and wanted to talk to you about them. So the first, there's two actually, and I'm not sure if they came from the same company or not. I bought them at the same place. And the story behind these is I was at a flea market. I go to this flea market a few times a year. It's nearby. It's huge. It's called First Monday Trades Days in Canton, Texas. And I wandered into normally I shop the vintage stuff for my Etsy shop, but on this occasion I wandered into the covered pavilion area, and there was this dealer that had all these leather bags. Now a lot of them had woven material on them, and I had seen some of these distributed by companies under different names, and so I don't really know what's going on with these. They are made in Guatemala for the most part, and the brand name on one of the bags I have is Ponchos, but I think they may sell under different brand names. Anyway, if you know something about this, just put it in the comments. But the company that I got mine from is Beads, Bags, and Baubles. And I will put the website address and all the contact information up here, down below, all that stuff. And this is her card. I'm looking at her cards. So anyway, I went to the flea market one month and I saw this bag here. It's huge. And I took pictures and left. And for the whole next month, this bag kept calling me. And there were several things I liked about it. One was the feel of the leather. It's got a really good feel. It's a good ounce weight, maybe 5 ounce weight to it. It was just something I wasn't sure I could use. So when all the way open, this length here is 25 inches. And the bottom length is 13 or 14. It's got a depth of, let's see, 5 inches. So it was just, can I use it for anything? But it kept calling me for the whole month. So the next month I went back and I looked at all her bags again, and I just really wanted this bag. So it's called the Slouch Rustic, and there is a large, which I have, and a medium size. It is, look at these handles. They're a little bit different. They have sort of a westerny look to them. There is a little strap here that can go into this loop. I don't do that most of the time. Inside there is a pocket, and then it's just a big wide open space. Let's see if I can get it open there. It's got a good handle drop for throwing it over your shoulder, 10 inches. And what I use it for is mail. I sell on Etsy, and I often have lots and lots of little packages, and I can throw a ton of them in here, and I'll put a picture of this bag in the back of my car, just packed full of packages. And it works great because it opens up so big. And it would also be good for a family outing. You know, lots of stuff. If you ever need a big bag. I would probably not use it on an overnight trip just because I've got so many other bags that have zippers, but it could definitely be used for that. And it's just so slouchy, and so it stays downstairs, and whenever I get a bunch of packages, I just throw them in here and I can take them to the post office. So that is the Slouch Rustic bag from this company. So then last week I went to the flea market again, just to look around, right? After I was done shopping the old stuff, I wandered back to that seller's place and just looking, right? Just gonna just look around, see what she had. And I saw this. Now the leather on it is just as fantastic. It's a nice thick. It's darker. It's not as light. But when I opened the bag up, of course it zips all the way down. So you get a good ability to open it all the way up. I saw all those compartments, all that organization. Look at that. And I just had to have it. And I mean, it's got an exterior zipper. The zippers, I believe, are YKK. Let me see if I can see. Yeah, they're YKK zippers. And this one is the one that actually says ponchos inside. So you've got an exterior zip pocket on the front. You've got this interior zip section here. All these places for pins and sanitizer and lipstick and makeup, just right there. Then you've got a section in the middle that's zippered. Then you've got a big section here, which I would call the main section. That's probably where you throw your wallet, stuff like that. And then there's card slots, which I'm not even using because I put my cards in my wallet. And then there's this, which is, a good drop pocket. I mean, what more could you want? And it opens up so wide, or not, because it's got a double zipper. So if you have a zip, you could just undo it that far and just get out what you need. The other thing I like about a double zipper is if you're traveling, you can lock the two zipper pulls together, which gives you security there. It's a good small-sized backpack, measuring 12 by 10 by 3.5, and that's a good small size with a thin profile, and I kind of like that. Couple things it didn't have. It does not have a back zipper, which is okay. And I added this little bit. So again, one of the things I love about bags is bags that can do multiple things. And this is one of those bags. And I've had several of these that I've talked about. But the bag goes into crossbody or shoulder mode just by pulling the strap up like that. And then you're back to backpack by pulling it down. The problem is I had to add these two little snap stops, because if they're not in there, every time you go to grab the bag handle, I'm going to grab my bag. Ooh, oh, it comes all the way up. So by simply adding those snap stops, which the little D-rings fit through, see, now I've got a grab handle that doesn't go anywhere. And honestly, that's how I'll use the bag most of the time, is in backpack mode. The only time I could see that I would ever take it out of backpack mode, and this is something you need to know if you're traveling, is sometimes museums won't let you take backpacks in. The reason is because you don't know your boundaries, your body boundaries, and you can swing around and knock things over. So if I'm ever in a situation where I think I might be swinging around and knocking things over, I could turn this into a shoulder or crossbody bag. So the name inside of here is Ponchos, Poncho'' bags. I'll put the name of the person I purchased them from here and in the links. And these are not your big store bags. You're not going to find these at Dillard's or wherever you shop. You have to find these from small sellers, usually online, or in my case at the flea market. And I just think they're really good quality bags. The leather looks like it's full grain, or top grain. It's got character, and I see wrinkles. And the backpack is lined, which has to be because of all the organization inside. If it wasn't, it would just be a big open space. But the slouch bag is unlined, and I love that. I love when a bag is unlined. It's so soft. It's slouchy. Get that. So yeah, those are 2 bag purchases I've made over the summer while I haven't been recording videos. Just life gets in the way. And also I haven't purchased a lot of bags, so I haven't had much to talk about. But I do have some stuff coming from Portland Leather, and actually I have my little Portland Leather pouch here. I will talk about these in a future video because they're not here yet, but I am looking forward to reviewing some new Portland Leather Good items. Something else, I am gearing up for the holidays. My leather Etsy shop where I make leather bag charms and tassels has been doing great. And let me show you a few of the new things I'm working on. This one is my bestseller. It is the waterfall tassel. And it goes real good on your brown, black bags. And I do give it an option on almost all my tassels of hardware color. This one is antique brass. That seems to be what most people want. Now, because Christmas is coming, and at the flea market, I found some leather remnants in a shiny, sort of sparkly leather. It's kind of hard to explain, and I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but it looks like there's glitter in the leather. Although, I will tell you, it does not come off. It does not come off on your hands, which I hate glitter. It's like, it goes everywhere. So this one is all it's a white or a light gray with these glittery sparkles in it. And this one's all white. And then, because of Christmas, I made one that looks kind of like a candy cane there. Of course, I could make them more random. Those are in a line, just with the red and the sparkly color. Those are going to be just for a limited time until the leather runs out, and I don't have a huge piece of it. This is what I've got. Just a little bit, and this and a few little scraps is all the shimmery, silvery leather that I've got. Okay, so I also had purchased some Kodiak leather in May, and I'm down to just little pieces of it. And I ordered a heart die cut, so I've started making these little keychains, little key fobs. And they have a double ring for your keys, and there's 3 pieces of leather. I actually made 2 bags out of the Montana leather, so it's a really good leather. But these are really good, really fun for those people that like browns and blacks, and there's a little bit of red in there, in very, very good top quality leather. And then, because I'm having fun, I pulled out my colorful leathers, which are usually upholstery remnants. They're a thinner, like a 3-ounce leather, but I have those in colors like purple and turquoise and red. So I have several of these in my Etsy shop as well, and they also have the double ring on them. And then another one of my best sellers is the origami birds. And I have these in, I have a little bit of this smooth turquoise left, not much. I now have navy blue, and of course I have the a few of the saddleback, let's see, what's this, saddleback tobacco. And the problem is I need a piece that's at least about 8 inches long to make these, and I'm down to smaller and smaller and smaller remnants. So if getting a piece of saddleback leather that's 8 inches long is difficult. So I think I have 3 of those left. I have some in the Kodiak, and then I have some in the colors, and I can make more depending on how much leather I've got. And of course, I had to make one. Let me turn this the right way. I had to make some in the shimmery, silvery, which is not only hard to photograph, but it's just hard to see how pretty that is in person. That would be great on a bag for Christmas and through the winter. And then because I had a request, I got some pure white. I finally found some pure white leather and made making birds and other things out of that pure white. And it is slightly pebbled. And those are available in my Etsy shop. So I've got some new stuff in my Etsy shop, so pop over there. You might find something that you can put on your wish list as a gift or buy for somebody else you know that likes leather. The thing is, a lot of these are limited supply because I don't have an unlimited supply of these leathers. So if you're going to get something, if you want something on your wish list, tell whoever is buying it for you not to wait, especially not till the last minute because it'll be gone. I really appreciate every one of my customers and everybody who's purchased online, and I hope to bring new stuff in constantly as the inspiration hits me. So thank you for tuning in today, and I hope you learned something about some new leather bags to me, a new brand. In the next few videos, look for those Portland leather bags that I recently purchased and the story behind them, which is kind of a funny story. So y'all have a great day. See you next time. Bye-bye.